In this video, I'm going to be showing you my perpetual sales machine strategy. I've used this strategy to build multi-million-dollar businesses, both in the e-commerce space, on Amazon, on my Shopify store, but I've also used this same strategy to build up my Amazon PPC agency and also a brick and mortar store. So my perpetual sales machine strategy works in pretty much any industry. You can tie it to anything, but I'm going to specifically show you how to send external traffic queues over to your Amazon listing. That's going to help boost your organic rank. It's going to help boost your sales, which then of course, boost your profits as well. So who the heck am I? I'm Dr. Travis Ziegler. I'm the CEO of Profitable Pineapple Ads Agency. I've built an online business to $500,000 per month, and I sold it in 2021 for a multi-million-dollar financially freeing exit. And I use both the strategy you're going to learn today with my perpetual sales machine strategy and also my Amazon PPC strategy, which focuses around Pareto's principle or the 80-20 rule. Now, I used to be an optometrist and I turned into this e-commerce entrepreneur, and I'm here to tell you that most people in this space don't know what they're talking about, have not done what I'm going to teach you. They haven't built their own brand. They're just teaching it. I've done it. I'm going to show you exactly how I do it today. And this is one of the most effective strategies I've ever used. So let me switch over to my screen and we'll jump right into it. All right. So here we are looking at my perpetual sales machine. What you see right now is the blog post. This is the most important part of this whole strategy. This is where we can test pretty much everything. Everything goes through the blog post. The blog post is your landing page. It's where you split test headlines. It's where you split test the messaging. And what we're going to do here is we're going to focus around the problem that your product solves. Most people focus everything around products. And what we're going to do is focus on the problem. To give you a quick example, I run an acid reflux company, our acid reflux supplement, and we focus around acid reflux, heartburn, GERD, LES, all these different things that are around acid reflux. So we create blogs around acid reflux, and then we have our supplement in those blogs for them to click over and buy. What we're trying to do here is create blogs that are educational, but that also have a sales message. And you can write these blogs very quickly with ChatGPT or any AI program of your choice. These are pretty much like sales pages, but we're positioning them more like an educational blog piece and then positioning our product in it. Now, if you are in the supplement space, FDA structure function claims you have to be careful of, but for most of you, that's not going to apply. So make sure you're complying with all laws and everything. So the first thing I do is I focus around keywords that my product solves. So again, I went over that: acid reflux, heartburn, GERD, LES. So I'll make 4 different blog posts around each one of those because I'm going to test different messaging and test what's actually working for these. What I do is I go to a keyword planner of your choice, Uber Suggest, keyword planner inside Google. Any of those really work well. I'll put all those keywords in. Once I put all those keywords in, what happens is it spits out the search volume and how much it's going to cost to run ads for them. What I'm looking for is keywords that have a high search volume. I like search terms that are in the 100,000s and above with a low cost per click, things that are below 10 cents to 20 cents. If you notice that your cost per click is high or the bid is high, that's because you're going after more product-based keywords, not problem-based keywords. Everybody's going after product-based keywords. Not a lot of people are going after problem-based keywords. So we've written our blog with ChatGPT. We're going to insert our product into that blog or that advertorial somewhere. Once we do that, we want them to be able to click a link to buy the product. And so then what we do is we have them click the link and they go directly to Amazon through an attribution link. We use attribution links for 2 reasons. Number 1, you get 10% back from Amazon, but number 2, you can track it. You can track if sales are actually happening and if that advertorial, that article, that blog post actually works. We have a blog post, we have a clickable link to our Amazon listing to buy. You can take it to your storefront, you can take it to landing pages on Amazon. I find direct to the PDP, the product display page, to be the best option for you. So we have the blog post, we have the link. Now we're going to start Google Ads. So we did the research to find the keywords. Now we want to start Google Ads. I love single keyword ad campaigns. Let's say my article, I chose to write it about acid reflux. My Google ad is going to be a phrase match and an exact match for acid reflux. Single keyword ad campaigns. 1 keyword, acid reflux, and phrase and exact match. And I'm going to send those Google ads a simple search campaign that is maximized for clicks because we're just trying to get clicks to the blog because then once they read the blog, they then will go buy to Amazon. So we have a Google ad search objective with maximizing clicks. Usually I start out with small bets. So a $2.50 to $5 budget, and that's it. And then I test it over the course of a week. So we have a Google ad running for $5 a day or $2.50 a day, whatever budget you have, can be very small. Those Google ads, single keyword ad campaigns, go to your blog, and then the blog goes to Amazon to purchase. How do I make the Google ads? After I write the article in ChatGPT, I tell it to make me headlines for Google ads, descriptions for Google ads, and it helps me make all of those really quickly. Again, this used to take us weeks. Now we can do it in literally hours with ChatGPT. So we have Google ads to the blog to Amazon. Before I go on, you can stop right there, and that's this whole system, but you're missing out on 50% of the revenue. This is where most people stop and they say this strategy doesn't work. It does work. You just only did half of it. And you can make it by doing just this half. However, if you want to double your revenue, revenue and create an even more perpetual sales machine that doesn't just rely on Google Ads, we're gonna add this next step. We add a pop-up to this page. We use OptiMonk. You can use whatever pop-up your choice. And that pop-up collects an email address. And when we collect that email address, they go onto a drip sequence with our email. Now, I don't want you to get lost there and think that email takes a long time to write, because I can write a 12-part drip sequence in approximately an hour. The reason? ChatGPT. So we've made the blog, we've made the Google ad. In that same ChatGPT channel, I'll have it start writing me some emails, maybe 3 to 12 emails around the problem that our product solves. It's that easy. And so we're capturing emails on this blog post now. We're getting email addresses. They're going into this drip sequence. In the drip sequence, we introduce them to our product, brand, our mission, and then we send them back to the blog post. As we start adding more blog posts to this, I usually like to get 5 blog posts going just to start testing. And I have the drip sequence go back to those blog posts. So blog post 1, and then I'll email them about the product. And then the next email will be blog post 2, and then I'll email them about the product. And then the next email will be about blog post 3, etc. And so what are the different blog posts you could do? Acid reflux symptoms, acid reflux diet, acid reflux treatment. All of these are problems around your product. It's what the people are searching for, and you'll uncover that with keyword research. This is what my whole perpetual sales machine looks like. We have a blog post. That's your central unit. That's where you're going to test everything, like I said earlier. We make that around the problem that your product solves. We have links, pictures of your product in there that go over to Amazon to buy through an attribution link. 10% back, plus you can track the sales. We then look at Google Ads, and we send Google Ads over to your blog post. That's where you're going to get the traffic to it, and that's going to get eyeballs on the advertorial or the blog post, then going to send to Amazon. We then give them a pop-up to get their email address to then send them back to blog posts or to send them directly to Amazon. This is huge because it creates this external traffic to Amazon, which Amazon loves. It wants you to refer customers to them, and they will reward you for it with external traffic. External traffic is king on Amazon. I've gotten one of my products into the top 5 for one of the main keywords all through external traffic, and I did it within a week with very little reviews and a higher price point. We're $40. The lowest on the market is $6. And so don't be afraid to use this strategy because it works so incredibly well. And as you add more blog posts and as you add more emails, this perpetual sales machine that just keeps going, and it increases your sales. And if you have a great product and a consumable product, it works even better. But if you have a great product, it will just continue to perpetuate sales for you throughout your life, and it will make your brand unstoppable to the competition. That's why I love this strategy. Put it into effect right away. Let me know your results down in the comments below. I'll also put our spreadsheet down below that is all around how we track this. So we just use a simple spreadsheet that's Google Ads, comparing it to the attribution revenue that we see from the attribution link, and then we look at the ROAS. And we tend to be a little more aggressive with this because we're also getting leads from it as well. All right, let's summarize everything we just went over. First of all, write a blog post or a landing page, or what I like to call an advertorial. Once you have that blog post made, or the landing page or the advertorial, I want you to get attribution links from Amazon. And what you're going to do is put those attribution links into your advertorial. So now we have the blog post going to Amazon, external traffic piece. Next, we're going to focus around Google Ads around the problem that your product solves. And that Google Ads is going to go to that blog post. Blog post is then going to go to Amazon. We're then going to add a pop-up to that blog post that's going to be around the problem that your product solves. And you're going to try to collect email addresses. We're then going to create a 12 email sequence that warms them up. It nurtures them. It gets them to know your brand, and it asks them to buy the product. Also in that email sequence, we're going to get them back on the blog post that we just created. My goal for you is to create about 5 of these blog posts. So you have a nice long 12-part email sequence. And whenever they opt in, they go into that sequence, and you're trying to get them back over to the blog, but you're also trying to sell them over to Amazon. This takes a little bit of work to get started. You can usually create this whole entire process in about a day. I'm talking about getting all 5 blog posts written, all the Google Ads going, and the email list, because you can use ChatGPT to do this. So don't be afraid to use technology. This used to take us months to set up. Now we can usually do it in about a day per product. Now, once you have that perpetual sales machine running, you're just going to tweak it and find what's working and what's not. And then all you have to do is scale your ads. And so you're going to scale your ads on Google, put more people on your blog posts, which will then make more sales on Amazon, which will then increase your email list. And when you start doing that and you start to scale it and you find what's working, then you have this perpetual sales machine that just keeps going, regardless if you're working actively in it or not. And I call it my perpetual sales machine strategy because it goes in perpetuity without you having to worry about anything. The key problem that most people have with this strategy is that they don't focus on the problem that their product solves, or their product doesn't solve a real problem. It's just a cheap commodity, and they don't try to split test messaging. So if it doesn't work right away, it's because your messaging is off. And we need to change the advertorial, blog post, the Google ad, or we need to change the emails in your sequence. So stick with this, split test it, because when it starts working, it's magic. Again, I'm Dr. Travis Ziegler, CEO of Profitable Pineapple Ads. You can get my free Amazon PPC masterclass and learn more about this strategy that I just taught you at profitablepineapple.com. You can also reach out to me directly at drtravis@profitablepineapple.com. And finally, if you love this video, make sure you like it down below and share it with a friend that will benefit from it.